This Wuthering Waves collab was insane. To continue where we left off, Lucy seems to be haunted by the loss of David and Rebecca at the hands of Adam Smasher, in turn leaving her severely depressed and almost as sad as the average Lithuanian. Those hauntings of her loss culminate into a being, a tacit discord, Adam Smasher himself. Though we are left with some respite as we can experience Star Torch Academy together, bringing some moments of peace and happiness to Lucy's and Rebecca's life. Wait, Rebecca? Ain't she supposed to be dead? Well, as it turns out, this whole questline is canon to the Cyberpunk Edgerunners lore, and this happens right after the main anime series ends. So, why is Rebecca still alive? Well, let me explain. So, Rebecca, similarly to Adam Smasher, is only a haunting, or an apparition created by Lucy's frequency. A frequency is basically the power and lore system of Wuthering Waves. But Rebecca kinda knows, but kinda doesn't, that she's not really alive. Yet, she does interact with our favorite characters like Linnea or Sigrika like it's another day in the academy, as well as shares some dreams and actually trying to live in a world like this, to get a second chance, kind of implying she knows she's dead. And you might also be asking, so wait, why is David, Lucy's literal boyfriend, not magically alive and well as an apparition like Rebecca or Smasher? Well, that's because he kinda is. Though his being is scattered as Lucy is lost in her love, anxiety, hate, depression, and other mixed feelings she cannot comprehend or accept. So we're basically searching for fragments of David's frequency around the also created Night City, where we go to, and where Smasher is literally hunting us down. It is then implied that Adam is basically immortal, or more like an untouchable, as he is surrounded by strange frequency that cannot be interacted with. And the only way to remove this frequency is to either find the lost fragments of David, or let Lucy die. But obviously, as the heroes of the story, we won't let that happen. So we traverse Night City and find the fragments, which is so freaking cool. Good morning, Night City!
Good morning, Night City! Yesterday's body count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30.
Anyway, we have a small respite where Lucy takes us to her house in Night City, where she and David lived, and she shares some stories about their life together. And then after a long and beautiful talk, we sense another fragment. And guess where we go to next? We're on the freaking moon, baby! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you know who else is there? Adam fucking Smasher, who blasts rockin' and whatnot to stop Lucy to get that last fragment, where we try our best to stop him, even though we cannot fight him or touch him literally. And when she finally has the fragment in her hand, buttered and wasted and smashed into pieces, we finally are able to hurt and fight Adam Smasher for real. And what better song to do this with than with this? And once we defeat them, of course, we get the good old let's all cry together as we watch this beautiful movie type song.
I couldn't wait for you to come and clear the cupboard. But now you're gonna leave with nothing but a sign. Another evening I'll be sitting reading in between your love. Get away, another way to feel what you did. Allow yourself to know and let yourself go.
Lucy says her goodbyes. David actually goes to the moon with her. They share a moment, and then they are both, Rebecca and David, unfortunately disappear. Because they were, in the end, only a dream or a fragment of a memory scattered into life for Lucy, and they, like, just literally vanished. Yeah. Then, of course, Lucy needs to go back to her own reality or to her own Night City. We do mention that there is a way for her to stay in Wuthering Waves' world, but she says she needs to go there because that's what Rebecca and David's dream were. Overall, I rate this collab and story a 67 out of 10 for peak absolute cinema and whatnot, and a 1 out of 10 for everything else because I wanted to play a cool gacha game and now I'm crying in my room alone.